Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. We are on Season 3, Episode 36, and if the last episode didn't give it away, or the title of this episode, this is the episode where we finish the Sacred Isle. If you guys have somehow missed the Sacred Isle and don't know what I'm talking about, this is it. This is the Sacred Isle. And since we're finishing it in this episode, we have a lot to do. We have to finish the castle, we have to finish the cliff walls, we have to finish connecting this, or not connecting it to the ocean floor, but making the bank look nicer. So, yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff. So, before we actually get into things, I don't know when you guys are watching this. If you guys are watching this right when it came out, it's probably like early September, right? But at the time of this recording, it's August 22nd at 10:30 p.m. So, just from that, you can kind of tell how long it's been since another episode, because, again, we're getting a lot of work done in this episode. Now, since we have so much, I'm going to jump straight into it with some plans that I have. First of all, as you guys know, I have mentioned that I want the back half of the castle to tower over the front, so that when you're at an angle like this, you can see the entire castle, right? And I want the back side to come up higher, right? So I've been thinking of how I'm going to do that, right? Oh, those are supposed to be there. And what I'm thinking is this is going to be the throne room, but I might actually, instead of having like a 4-door thing here, starting about here, there could be like a big staircase that goes up a few blocks to like maybe here, so that the floor level for the throne room is there. Because then this hall, this center room, will look very grand from this perspective with the massive staircase. But also it could help with the issue of me, or it'll help me to raise up the back half above the rest of the castle. However, at the same time, I don't know if it's going to be necessary, because I want the throne room, obviously. This is going to be a villager trading hall, so it's probably going to be 2 stories high. This is going to be a super smelter, so it might be 2 stories high. And then I either want the throne room roof to be massive, or I want a second floor above it. And if I do put a second floor up, it'll most likely be my bedroom, because, I do need kind of like just an area to put my bed in and sleep. But at the same time, I don't know if that's really necessary, because the only thing that will be going in my bedroom is my bed. Like, everything else is going to be spread out through the castle, so I might just put a bed down in the sorting system. I don't know yet. I do kind of think it would be cool to have a big bedroom right here, though, and then have the bed right against this back wall with a massive window that looks out over this part of the island. I feel like that would be cool. So I think even if I do put a bedroom, just for the sake of the build, I think it would be cool to have a bedroom around this back area, even if I end up putting a bed down there in the storage unit. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for the castle. I think these 2 side rooms on either end are going to be 2 stories high, and then the roof, and then the throne room is also going to be 2 stories high. However, since this is like the throne room great hall thing, there's going to be a big roof that's about the size almost of 2 stories probably, so it's going to be more of like 3 stories tall here. So that's kind of what this is all looking like. However, before I do much more work on the castle, I want to finish the cliff walls. I want to finish the cliffs so that the castle can be the final thing I finish, because I feel like it would be a lot more fitting to have the castle the last thing I need to finish. Like I feel like it would be kind of, I would rather finish the cliffs and then move on to the castle, because then it's like I finished the castle. Yes, I finally have this done. Now to spend a week decorating the cliffs, and then we're finished. Like, I would rather have the cliffs finished first, so I'm gonna work on that first, and then I will probably do the stuff with the island, and then the castle, and then smaller details around the area like the quartz buildings on the island. But with that being said, I do actually want to start off with some work on the castle because I started the center room in the last episode. And if I have to stare at the castle in this state for a week, it'll probably take a week for me to design the cliff walls. If I'm staring at it like this the entire time, it's going to piss me off. I want this dome over the top of the end of the center room. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to do that center room and maybe a couple other rooms depending on how I'm feeling. So yeah, for that, I have a bit of nether brick, not much, and I'm honestly considering going to tear down an entire nether fortress because I need nether brick. Like, I bartered like a whole shulker box full of gold ingots, and this is the amount of nether brick I got. So I think I'm definitely either going to have to spend a boatload of time bartering or go mine down like an entire fortress. Another thing, I somehow lost a shulker box. All of the shulkers in my ender chest are mainly things I'll need, and for a while now there's been one missing and I can't remember what it is. So if you guys know what that is, please tell me because I have no idea. My guess is that it's probably over at the farming village or spawn chunks somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to go probably trade for some glass with my villagers and also trade for some quartz just because I'm there and I'm trading, so I might as well. Because I'm going to need a lot of light gray stained glass for this dome here. So I've done a bunch of trading, as you can see, and I have a bunch of light gray stained glass. I just used some leftover dye that I had from when I was making concrete. And then I also went ahead and built up part of the dome, and oh yeah, that is, oh my god, look at that. Oh, this is gonna look so cool. I haven't filled in the glass part of it, obviously, but there's going to be glass between the nether brick thingies, you know. And then I'm thinking of doing like a point at the top, similar to how these roofs are, just way, way smaller. But I'm not sure. I might just keep it in this spherical shape. But I've used up pretty much all my nether brick now, so I'm going to have to AFK overnight again to get more gold for bartering. I am AFKing so much, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm on day 2,144. It's ridiculous how much I'm going to have to be AFKing just to get the nether brick. Okay, so I finished half of the dome and oh yeah, that looks absolutely amazing. Oh my god, I can't wait to have this castle finished. I cannot wait. This looks so cool. It's actually very tricky to get this dome shape right, but I think I pretty much have it down for the most part, except there are some inconsistencies, like this, for example. There we go, that's fixed now. But I think for the most part, it is symmetrical. And I think, just from how it looks, we are definitely going to need to put something on the top of it, because it looks a little wonky how it is now. So, I probably will end up putting something on top of the dome. Okay, so the entire dome is built up. Holy shit. This looks ridiculous. It was very annoying to get right, but it got much easier to do so at the end because I kind of practically memorized the exact pattern, so it wasn't that difficult at the end. But if we come on in here, wow. Holy shit. This looks really cool. I really hope there's no parts where it isn't symmetrical, because if there is, you guys will notice them and I won't. So you guys will get pissed at me because of your OCD, while I won't even know it's there. But yeah, that barely put a dent in my gray glass collection, as you can quite clearly see. We used a little under half of what I had, so we still have plenty of that. As for what we're doing next, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna put off the next step of building up the castle until after I have the cliff walls done. So, I plan to have a mega montage, but I don't think this episode will be super long if I start it right now. So I'm gonna have to find something else really quickly to do. I suppose I could maybe do one of the buildings on the island, like maybe one of the smaller ones. We could build up real quick. Maybe we should try that. I'm gonna try building up one of like the towers and see if I have enough resources to do that. Okay, so I have a little something built up here. Nah. Not sure I like it. I don't think I like the top. Not sure I like the top. I planned on having a roof similar to these, but then as I was building it just kept getting thinner on the top, so I was like, okay, let's just make it pointed instead of having like the nether brick roofs. So I did that, and it looks decent. I think maybe the roof, like the top of it, needs some work, but other than that, I think the building looks pretty damn nice. Up close, I think it actually looks pretty nice. Like I think this isn't bad. Of course, it still does need work, but maybe I can come back to it later. I'm gonna like sleep on it or something, and maybe tomorrow I'll think it looks absolutely hideous and tear it down completely. But for now, I am sticking with this. I don't think I have enough quartz or supplies to build another one, because we have this chunky building, which I have no idea what I'm gonna do with, and then this building over here is going to be a tower just like one of these. It's going to be almost the exact same, and I don't have enough nether brick for sure, so I'm not going to start on that, which means I think the only thing we can do is start the montage. I've been planning exactly how this montage is going to go since I started the project, actually. And I've known exactly what I'm going to be doing in this montage, what it's going to look like, what music I'm going to use. And I'm so excited to finally be able to start this montage where we're going to be finishing this entire build project. It's crazy that we've probably almost been building this. I think the episode 23 where I started the build project was like almost 2 months ago at this point, which is ridiculous. But it's time to finish this build project. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to first spend a lot of time finishing up the cliffs and, you know, how it's designed down there. And then I'm going to spend some time making the coast look better, because this sandstone thing that I did looks really damn nice. It just improves it so much. It improves it more than I thought it would. So I'm going to add some more layers to this to make it look more of an island than just something floating here. And then I'm going to probably finish up the quartz buildings on the island and then move on to finishing the castle. And then next episode we can do the sorting system, super smelter, villager trading hall, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Without further ado, it's time to start the montage. I will see you guys in a few weeks when this entire project is finished. Attention everyone, the Sacred Isle is finally complete, and the first thing I have to say is that comment about this project taking 3 more weeks at the beginning of the video really did not fucking age well. It's been over a month and a half since the last hardcore video, and I am so sorry. I completely underestimated how long the rest of this project would take. But yeah, the Sacred Isle is finished, and I cannot stop smiling. I think it looks amazing, and I'm really anxious to see what you guys have to think, because I've worked so hard and so long on this project, and I'm just so happy it's finally complete. So yeah, you guys could even notice I have the 5 beacons in place, and of course the throne room, which, oh, I love it, dude. I love it. It's the perfect way to use my diamonds, since, you know, I can't really use them in many other ways than this in, you know, when I'm playing alone. But yeah, every room is complete. I don't think I showed much of the inside of this room in the montage, but just about every room is complete, except, we don't talk about that. Let's just ignore that. And in the back rooms here, everything is lit up where I haven't done much. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these rooms yet, which is why I didn't do much in them, but, like, most of this area is just, like, the inner sides of the castle. How'd you get there? Like, there's not much. How did that get here? I placed this grass on my own. How did a single grass... There's some witchcraft going on there. But yeah, the main reason that this project took so long to finish is, well, since the last episode, the reason this episode's taken so long to come out is these stupid fucking cliffs. I assume that a lot of you guys watched the video titled Where is Minecraft Hardcore Season 3 that I uploaded like a week ago at this point, where I think I explained it that basically these cliffs were so hard to do because not only did they take way longer than I thought they were, but it was definitely the most boring task of the project. I explained it in that video, but basically the reason that this part of the project was more boring than like the draining or the initial building of the cliffs is that it's basically because I had to, like, when I was draining the water and stuff, I could just have like YouTube videos up and like watching while I'm draining and stuff, but when I was building the cliffs, I had to focus just enough to where I couldn't take my eyes away from the screen to look at my phone while watching YouTube or something. So I had to actually focus on the cliffs. So I couldn't really watch a YouTube video. I had to like listen to other things like music or something, and it made it very tedious and boring. Coupled with the fact that school and work started for me, as well as the Boxscape SMP, I was just playing in hardcore less, so I just wasn't getting as much work done in a day. But one of my oh, yeah. Let's not talk about this. One of my favorite parts about this is this bridge. I love this bridge design. I think the redstone lamps really work well with the quartz, and I'm thinking about switching out some of the sea lanterns in here for redstone lamps because it really does look nice. And of course, we can't forget that only the build portion of this project is finished. I still have to actually move into the castle. And as you guys all know, there's going to be a massive storage system down here that's self-sorting, so that's going to be where all that stuff is and what's going to be down here. So another part that I really like about this build that I did not think was going to turn out as nice is the river. I love this river. It took a while to build. It took a few days just to get this stuff done, but because of the sea pickles that I put here, the river at night glows, and it's about to be night, so I can show you guys. The river actually glows. And of course, there was a brief part in the montage where I finished that. I think it does really add to the build just that little bit, but as night is falling, you can see the river glowing. I love this aspect. I love this aspect of the build. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so cool, dude. I love this. Oh, and the bridge too. I just love this build, dude. I am so happy. This is 100% my biggest and best build I have ever done. But yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about, so I think I can end this episode. Obviously, there are still little bits and bobs that I haven't finished, like some of the inside, there was a wall missing, and I never actually did these because I completely forgot about the quartz building I was going to do on the island, but whatever, those are small things. I can do those later. So yeah, next episode we will be working on the storage system as the main focus point. I might actually make an automatic wood farm so that I can get all the chests I'm going to need easily, because as you guys know, I have a lot of stone, and these are all of my shulker boxes I used across the entire project. Like, look at this. Look at this mess of shulker boxes. This is ridiculous. Like, what even is? There's an empty one. So, hopefully I can empty these all out soon. And I made these because I needed a lot of smooth sandstone for the slabs there, and for the smooth quartz. So, as you see, I gathered a little too much sandstone. But that's why I made this quick little thing, just to make the process easier. Don't ask what this is for. But yeah, I think I should stop rambling and end the episode. So, thank you all for watching this episode of Minecraft Hardcore. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. I spent so long on this episode, it's ridiculous. And subscribe if you want to see more videos from this series and content similar to this. It's time to finally end episode 36. So I will see you guys next time.